Hey guys, welcome to the Superhero Cut Show where we talk all things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. It's your boy Stevie Hayes. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you know when we post. So today is a very important video that I'm doing today, and it is about the MCU reboot, more about it, but kind of a deeper dive into what I talked about yesterday. Give you guys a little more information because this is starting to become very and more true as the days go by. So I really wanted to speak on this and also tell you my heart about it. So let's get right into it right now because this might be a long video. So they will be grabbing characters from other universes and placing them in this new MCU Earth, right? And so apparently the way that they are going to do this is that they are going to be getting people and they're going to be calling them the Chosen One. Okay, so one of the Chosen Ones is Tom Holland. He is one of them. The Fantastic Four are one of the Chosen Ones. Now, the Fantastic Four will be from another Earth. They will not be a MCU bred Fantastic Four, which explains the reason why we've heard a bunch of stuff that, the Fantastic Four are going to be older. That's why they say things like, this isn't a Fantastic Four that you have. This is a Fantastic Four that you haven't seen before because this isn't an origin film, right? And they're already going to have kids. Franklin Richards will already be born. So they're going to have to be from another Earth at this point. And what's going to happen is in the Fantastic Four movie, their Earth's going to be gone, and they're going to be brought to this new Earth because they're going to be chosen one. Now, another chosen one that's going to shock a lot of people, Hugh Jackman, his Wolverine is also going to be one of the chosen ones. All right, and also just to note that Hugh Jackman is going to be on the multiversal team that is chosen by the TVA because, as I said right in the last video, and I'm going to say this a couple more times, the TVA will be grabbing heroes, forming a multiversal Avengers team. Okay, so the first mission is, as I said, gathering up all these chosen ones to go to this new Earth. But the second mission is to build this secret multiversal Avengers because it is going to be kind of a secret that they're trying to build up this team. Now, I am not sure if y'all remember this, but there was a rumor by a lot of Hollywood trades that Loki, Mobius, and Sylvie were going to be in the Multiverse of Madness. And there was also even leaked merchandise showing that. Now, during the Age of Ultron, Secret Wars was even discussed per Marvel Studios. If you go back and read, I think it was the Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary book, it says in the book that they were already thinking about doing Secret Wars. Okay, and so the Multiverse of Madness was supposed to be a big multiversal film, kind of like what Deadpool 3 is going to be now, but with the constant rewrites and all of that jazz, the director getting let go or him leaving, it was just a super big mess. So that's why it didn't work out too well. But the rumor going around is that there was going to be a multiversal Avengers team popping up in the Multiverse of Madness. And that's how they were connected to the Loki show. Okay, now, remember this. There were also early reports of Chris Evans already being signed to return to the MCU in the future. Do you even remember this? These are some rumors that have kind of, haven't been talked about. Do you remember when Armor Wars was a show, but it is now turned into a movie? Why? Because of the Tony Stark connection. Hear me on this, guys. The MCU, as we know, is going away, and it will not be coming back anytime soon, and instead, we will be on this new Earth. So, when we talk about the MCU post-Secret Wars, we are referring to the new Earth, okay? Now, RDJ, let's discuss him real quick. We are missing him a lot right now, all right? And here's even a fun fact. Jon Favreau didn't even want Tony Stark to be killed. He was against Tony Stark being killed in that game. And I promise you, that Marvel Studios and RDJ are talking now about him coming back. I promise you that is happening. And the rumors about him being in Secret Wars, let's just note that, haven't been as crazy. It hasn't been kind of crazy. Now, the Den of Nerds said something really cool that I liked. He said that, what if RDJ sits out of Secret Wars and he shows up on this new Earth? I think that would also be super dope. And just to make sure I'm tracking right, me saying that the Age of Ultron, that Secret Wars was talked about in Age of Ultron, is me just telling you that this has always been in the plans from the start. This isn't something that they just made up, right? Like, they've been talking about this for years now. Okay, so now, a lot of people are saying, okay, RDJ is possibly coming back. Chris Evans is possibly coming back. Hugh Jackman is probably coming down. How are we going to do the age? That's been the biggest question about this reboot. How are we going to do the age? Hear me out on this. Hugh Jackman is 54. RDJ is 58. Chris Hemsworth is 40. Chris Evans is 46. Tobey Maguire is 48. And Andrew Garfield is 40. Okay? Now, hear this out. Patrick Stewart is freaking 83 years old, and he just came back in Doctor Strange. And he is planning to come back for more. Ian McKellen, who's going to be in Deadpool, is 84 years old. The guy even said he is not thinking about retiring. He literally said, why the heck would I retire? Age doesn't matter. Harrison Ford is 81, and he's about to be Thunderbolt Ross and the Red Hawk. Did we not just see Mark Hamill as young Luke Skywalker? Okay, no one is too old to perform these roles. It is 2023. We have the technology to do it. And guys, now I know there's other questions of, okay, well, why the heck would we want to bring these characters back? This is why. Because in franchise movie making, when things don't work, you revert back to things that did work. That is why we will most likely be seeing RDJ and Chris Evans back. Now, will it be the exact versions that we saw? I have no idea. We could be getting Hydra Cap. I don't know. I don't know what version of the characters we're going to get, but don't be shocked when we see our old and beloved characters back in the MCU, because let's be honest, RDJ should have never died at the end of Endgame. He didn't have to go. Am I lying? The absence of these characters have hurt the movies, but also the direction. So look, they tried to go in this new direction. It didn't work, and that's fine. But guys, they have to revert back to what they did. So yeah, Hugh Jackman is going to be playing Wolverine for a really long time, and same with RDJ and Chris Evans. And look, age is a factor. I get it, but this ain't the 90s, bro. We have the technology to make them look younger. We have de-aging technology. We can put people in their place to do the action for them, like they did for Luke Skywalker. We can make that happen. All they gotta do is talk. Even with Iron Man, I don't get the Iron Man complaints because I mean, and RDJ said, he said, when the mask goes on, I'm out. Like, he's in a suit 90% of the time, and the other time he's just walking around talking and being smart. And if he has to fight, we can put someone in his place and just and put his face in there. We can deep fake it. It's we have the technology to do things. So yeah, I am all on board with bringing these characters back from the reboot, and I love the idea of the TVAs grabbing a bunch of characters and doing these chosen ones. I love all of it. I love all of it. And here's my theory, is that we are going to see it happen at the end of Loki. We're going to get some sign that will happen. So that is what I believe regarding this whole entire reboot thing, and the idea of the old characters coming back, because that's kind of what I'm hearing. A lot of people don't like the idea of the old characters coming back, or a lot of people are questioning the age and all that stuff. So I'm for it, and I love it. Tell me what you guys think, man. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I love you guys, and peace out.